Hey, it's Steve. We're back on the road again. I-95 heading south. Just got out of town for a little bit. Trying to get a few little things done here. Doing some exploring. Don't know exactly what today's destination is going to be. I've got about 3 places, actually 4 places I've kind of penciled in that I can hit in the area. Some are up west of here, some creepy paranormal locations. I'm not sure. I'm going by a website, Strange Carolinas, that posted 15 creepy locations in South Carolina, so I was kind of hitting those. I'm not sure how fresh these things are. A lot of these things kind of get recycled. But so I'm just heading down the road now. I got to gas up along the way. I'm not low. I don't like to go much below half a tank. It's just my personal rule of thumb. Traffic's been nice and light down here. Weather's good. I hear we got a cold front coming in next week, so it's going to be dropping. We're planning on going to Medoc Mountain State Park for a night or two next week. I'm not sure exactly what days we're going to do before it gets super cold, but we don't want it hot, miserable, and buggy either, so it's kind of a happy middle. Do a little exploring there. And that's kind of what I want to do here. I'm going to see if I can get a place where I can shoot some good video besides just informational stuff like this. But it's nice just to get on the road and a little mental health time, get out of Littleton. We're still up in limbo on what's going on with the museum. People keep on asking me what's going on. Do you have a deadline or this and that? We have nothing. We have nothing. I don't know what's going on. And it's frustrating. I just don't know what the future's going to be. And so we still got all the options open. A lot of construction. A lot of money went back from the government into this revitalization of highways and bridges. Build Back America money, I guess it is. Same sort of stuff we got in for town. Everywhere you go, there's road construction. Which it just sucks. It can be give you all kinds of traffic, but in the long run, it's good. If the road's all fixed up, it's creating tons of jobs, and that helps too. But beating the heck out of my vehicle, at least temporary lanes, and all this craziness. So I just stopped and got something to eat, some breakfast, some coffee. My butt up. Just tooling on down the road. One of the places I was looking at is called Crybaby Bridge. And I don't remember, I was looking these up last night. That looks interesting, kind of creepy from the photos I saw. Looks like it might be visually interesting. Later next month, we're still at the end of October here. We're going to be heading up to Lexington, Kentucky. And we're going to be doing the Crypticon, which I'm excited about. It's a little bit of a ride. It's like going to be about a 9-hour ride. And we can, drive it straight through. It's going to be a little bit of a hit. Now, another thing up there, speaking of bridges, is Pope Lick. It's not that far from where the hotel is, where the Crypticon is. So I'm going to see if we can somehow pull that off too. And then on top of that, of course, try to stop at Mothman Museum, which is kind of a little farther up and out of the way. But try to, once you're on the road, try to hit multiple spots. Even like today, I'm going to see if I can squeeze a couple of things in, whatever I can get. And then sometimes you hit these locations and you end up deciding to come back because once you go there, you find out more, or someone writes to us and says, "Oh, you should have checked this out. It's right around the corner. It's tied in with that location." Which is, no problem. I don't mind doing that. Lots of cars parked on the side of the road. So I'm in South Carolina. I'm coming up on 181 A and B exit. Not that I'm getting off here, just kind of giving you guys a location. Last time I saw gas was a Love's truck stop, and it was under $3. So I'm kind of debating whether I should have stopped there, but there's a bunch of them down this way. I'm always interested about these homes. People who have homes that are literally right off I-95, and your house is facing I-95. I'm from New York. I even lived in Manhattan for a while, so I'm used to noise. I mean, even having on 14th Street, the L, the subway underneath. So you get used to it. It just seems kind of, especially with trucks going by with Jake brakes and that sort of stuff. I wonder how that big. I mean, I'm sure you're just tuning out like living next to an airport. It's funny, I'm to the point now where even the museum, when the log trucks go by with the Jake brakes, I mean, I find myself just whipping my head out and going like, what the hell's all that noise? I mean, I'm still not even used to that. And I lived in Long Island, in Bayshore. I lived on a dead end, so I was kind of, not even a secondary road. I mean, it was, the main road we were off Ridgeway barely ever got plowed, let alone forget the dead ends when snow came. So we very rarely got any kind of large vehicles there. I mean, the garbage truck would be the biggest thing you ever saw around. So I guess I was kind of spoiled, even though I lived in a very populated area. Florence is up the road, 20 miles. I've been there before. That's a cute town. Got some history. Actually, one of the places where they have a lot of hotels, they actually have a railroad track that runs right off the main, I guess the main street is like a little bit in. So you have to go over it. So I remember this is years back. I stayed at one of the motels there, and you would hear the freight train coming, and this long train would come rolling on through. It shuts down things because you ain't going nowhere. Kind of interesting. A little bit old school. Man, it's not like a cloud in the sky. Beautiful day. I'll get up here, I'll gas up. Just check fluids, because the old Durango. Gotta baby this thing. It's something I gotta remember to do. Every time I'm on the road and I go to another state, I mean to play lotto here just to try some better odds, because North Carolina odds are just horrendous. And I gotta try to remember that here. Any of the places I go sell that stuff. Gotta be in it to win it. As usual, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Need to get our numbers up. Trying to get as many videos up. Oh, if you guys didn't see the last video, the one before this one, we went back to the dollhouse. I had Liz go there with me, and I'm still getting Liz more into doing the paranormal investigating and learning to use some of the cameras and editing and things like that. It's good to have someone that can back me up. And we got some really good stuff there. I mean, not to mention walking in and showing Liz to walk up to the stockings and put your hand next to it and movement right away. And multiple times. We had Boo Buddy, the trigger device we use. It'll tell you if it's been touched and stuff, and it was getting touched. First location, nothing. And I think you got to kind of manhandle it to really get it to go off, so it's not going to go off by itself. It's pretty funny. The guy's got a barbecue in the back of his car. Like a little sports car. Doesn't seem like the kind of vehicle you'd be boondogging at it, but Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, so we got some really good activity there with the different rooms. So we're going to do a part 2. I want to go back sometime next week and just kind of see if we can get anywhere even near what we got that night. Now, we haven't been in the dollhouse in ages. And for those of you who don't know what the dollhouse is, it's an old farmhouse that Reby Reed owns, a friend of mine. And she actually was apparently, I guess it was like Grandma's house originally. And her son, Ronald, who passed away in '87, car crash, her only son, would be babysat there by Grandma and wait for Mom and Dad to get home and look out the window and then run down. So it's got all kinds of memory things there. But after that, I mean, years later, she sold, used it as, she has a store next door that sold knickknacks and consignment items, things of that sort. But she sold dolls out of it. That would be hence the name Dollhouse. And there's still a bunch of dolls in there. She told me a story about some paranormal activity was happening to her, dolls talking to her and stuff. So we did an investigation and then talked to her about opening it to the public. And we used to bring the public through and do ghost tours. And since COVID, she's asked us not to do that. She's gotten COVID a couple of times. She's in her 90s. And so now it's just, for us, private. But anyway, since all that stuff, we really haven't been in there, not to mention moving to the new building for the museum and all that kind of happy horse shit. And so we finally got back in there. Plus, like I said, Liz never in there. Got her in. Liz is my intern who works in the museum. She's running the museum today and tomorrow and stuff. While I'm on the road. But anyway, we get in there and she was just blown away with it, and she's sensitive, so she can pick up things. She actually got scratched. Day one we went in there. We didn't even film because we went in there, batteries got sucked dry on the camera. She got scratched. Plus I went in there to set up bug bombs and stuff because the place had been sitting dormant so long. Just kind of deloused the place. And, but we just shot a little bit, took some pictures, kind of got a vibe, kind of showed her the lay of the land. Went back the next day, that's when we did the true investigation. It was over the top, great stuff. So if you get a chance, watch that video. It's just shy of an hour. It's a little bit long, but it's got good stuff in it. And I've been trying some new leads too. Like you guys, let me know what you think of these new teaser beginnings I'm trying to do. I'm trying to spice it up a little bit. Try some different things. Since we've been out of I've really been slacking on the YouTube videos because of all the stuff going on. I'm trying to get caught back up. But when you're not in a good place mentally, it's hard to shoot videos, especially when you're the one talking and communicating. It's not like you're just filming somebody else. But even that, you still need to have gotta be focused. I've been getting a lot of phone calls from producers and people doing some documentaries, but unfortunately it's nothing to do with stuff that our realm right here. It goes back to what I used to do as a journalist. It's a lot of the serial killing stories ever since they arrested somebody for the Gilgo killings and serial killing stories on Long Island there. So people reaching out to a lot of my stuff since I was kind of the go-to person in the beginning there. I was right in my own backyard, do a lot of the principals and people of interest and stuff. So I've been trying to dig through that, get that, help these people out. Of course, none of that ever pays either. The last time I did a thing and jumped through hoops to help them out was Twisted Sisters, and none of us got paid. Not even piddlings, nothing. Unfortunately, that's the way the business is these days. Everybody wants something, but nobody wants to pay up for anything. Well, I guess it's better than just stealing our documentary footage and stuff of that sort. I've done that in the past. As you can see, I'm no speed demon. I generally stay in the slow lane and with no rush. I don't want to beat on this vehicle. I pretty much stay around the speed limit or just over. Actually, I think I'm under there. There's some New York plates. Seeing a large building on the other side of the road. Performance Food Service. Wow, that place is huge. I don't know what the hell that is. Distribution. Oh, look what's coming up here. Buc-ee's. Ooh, let's go to Buc-ee's and gas up. Last time I was in Buc-ee's, last time I was down here, actually. They have some amazing jerky. I can't eat beef, so I have to eat the turkey jerky, but last time I got turkey jerky, was just very impressive. So I'll pop in there, I'll gas up. For those of you guys who haven't been to a Buc-ee's, it's a crazy place. It's just a big damn gas station. I mean, it has, this one here must have, I don't know, 50 pumps, probably more. And then they have a lot of food inside, mostly like barbecue and brisket. Their brisket's supposed to be to die for, unfortunately I can't eat it. But then they have a lot of Buc-ee's. Bucky the Beaver is their mascot. It's like Bucky Beaver. Hats, shirts, underwear, you name it. I mean, just everything. Mugs. And it always pulls a crowd. It's kind of got its own... It's become its own roadside attraction. And I think these things started in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. But little by little, they're spreading out, and there's more and more of them. Tons of Tesla chargers here. I'll drive down through the gas pumps. You guys can just get a feel for that. I guess I'll gas up first, then go in. Look how busy this is. It's just crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Jesus, even trying to get a spot to gas up here. Everything's taken. It's just nuts. I think I got one. All right, so I'm gonna $3.95. No, that can't be right. All right, folks. I'll talk to you a little bit. We's at Buc-ee's. And I'll talk to you once I get out.